Alright, so I'm looking at this file. This is the final version 002. Alright, so this is the one that's complete. I'm going to just turn on this one, which is clear. Then I'm gonna click on this. In here, let me just double check this, that this is unchecked. Then I'm gonna press 6. As you can see, for the most part, it's pretty nice. Right, there's gonna be some skewing because it's a ring, and yeah. So this is normal, and then this is what it looks like after the corrections. All right, in here, one second, I added edge loops. Right here, 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 and here, or edge loop. Basically edge loops, right? Reason why I did that is because when you press 3, right, this will prevent stretching at level 3. This also prevents stretching of the UVs because it's gonna stretch the UV shell, just like how it stretches the polygon model shell. This is to help reinforce it more, and this is just the final, just in case, to prevent stretching. This right here, I only need one. If I add another one, it makes the mesh stiff and more angled, which we don't want. So I'm gonna put it right around here. You don't want to make it too tight. If you make it too tight, it just makes it harder to select in the first place in the UV editor, and it still gives a nice little bevel so you could see it. But if you make it too tight, it's like kind of pointless because you won't see the highlight, the glint of the metal shading. I did the same thing over here. On the inside flat surface, I made it a bit more tighter because I don't want any stretching. See, this line, it stays put. Whereas if you don't have this and you don't have this line is going to move in this way. And here's that one too. And this one. So that's what I did. Alright. I named it, I'm gonna hide it. This one is what I'm gonna work on. I'm gonna do Control 1 so I can only see this. So here it is. This is a version 002 that was submitted. This, I want to delete history. This can be not safe if you're modeling. Let me just, yeah, this one has the info, so maybe it'll be okay, the completed one. But at times you gotta be mindful about this, especially when you're doing booleans. Yeah, just gotta be careful about that. For now, I'm gonna leave it alone. Or you know what? As a matter of fact, I'm gonna freaking freeze a transform. I don't trust that anymore. Because it'll mess with you when you least expect it. All right, so here we are. I need a shader for this. Click on the cue ball. I'm gonna grab this, right? select it, middle mouse, click and hold, turns into a plus sign, and you click and hold the middle mouse, drag and drop, boom. Alright. I'm just wondering, why is this scene so dim? Everything here is normal. It's bizarre. Anyway, so here we are. The UV shader, right? I selected it. I clicked on the middle icon here so I can see the entire node, the little branches, right? I applied the UV texture pattern, right, to the base color, and then the pattern repeater, this guy, I repeated 5 by 5, which is important for me. Alright, next. I'm going to select it. I'm going to turn this off for now. I'm going to turn this off. I don't want that on. So I'm going to have this and this. Turn that off, turn that off. What I need to do is start fixing some things. First of all, this is okay, right? There's some stretching, but it's going to be okay. I'm going to use what came with the original UV that came with this what is this? I forgot what shape it is, but whatever it came with the original UVs, this is it. I'm pretty sure. But regardless, I'm going to go right click, face mode, make sure it's selected object mode, but now I'm going to switch it to face. I'm going to grab these faces, meaning these, but I don't want these. So I'm going to press 4. I'm going to align my camera view so I can see it more or less like this. I'm going to hold control, see how the cursor turns into a minus sign. I'm going to, from here, click, drag across and down. So I only select that. See? I need to do a projection on this. So what I'm going to do is, but also these are getting in my way. They're annoying me right now. But see, this selection is this line. It's represented as a singular line because it needs projection on its 3D plane, meaning that you see what I mean. So right now, all I'm going to do is I only want to see these faces. I'm going to do Control 1. Right, Control 1. I had to do it twice so that I only select and see this. Control 1. Then I'm going to move my camera around like this, kind of like top down-ish, right? Like that. See? I'm going to coordinate it with here, top down, like that. Then in here, I'm going to want to create tab. This create tab is the same thing as UV and then these things. Create, right? It's the same as this. I want to do a camera based projection, meaning whatever camera is live and active, right? Perspective, I'm going to do a camera based. You don't see anything going on here, but in here you notice that it did a camera based projection. So I'm going to leave that alone. Now I need to get out of this isolated view, isolated selection view, Control 1 to get out of it, right? So this is the shell mode, so that's for the bottom. I want the top. I need to get out of my shell mode because it's annoying me again. I'm just going to go right click and hold, choose face, click outside. I'm going to press 4. I'm going to align it like this. And then I'm Shift, select, select, wait, hold Shift and select. Then I'm gonna hold Control Shift, select, 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 select. So I get all of that. Then I need to deselect these guys right here. These things right here, I don't want that. Hold Control from the outside here. I'm gonna, while holding Control, you'll notice the cursor turns into a minus sign. Carefully deselect, kind of like in Photoshop. Press 5. This is all I want. That represents as this. See this? Okay. So from there, right? What else do I want to do? Well, I only want to see these faces, so I'm going to do Control 1. And I want to align this, something like that, maybe. Top view. Like that. And I'm going to do another projection, camera-based projection. So I'm going to chuck this over here. Okay. Now I need to get out of this isolated selection view. I'm going to press Control 1. Right click, choose object mode. I only want to see this. Again, I'll do Control 1. So these are my projections that I made. Okay, so I did those projections. Then I need to sew up some of this because I have two shells. This shell and I have this shell. Again, using this. I can stitch this, it won't be a problem, so that there are two shells complete and I won't have a seam line. What we're doing is universal to any model, right? Here, I want to be in edge mode. Right now I'm in shell mode, UV shell. Right click, edge mode. If I change to edge mode, this is gonna change. Now I know that's this one, right? Isn't it this one? No, it's not that one. Is it this one? Yes, see? I double click that, this lights up, this lights up. This edge is the same as this edge because they're both one and the same, just cut into two shells. Now I can move and stitch. See that? Shift. In here, I'm going to hold Shift, and I'm also going to hold the right mouse button. I want to choose Move and Sew Edges. Pop. I'm going to select my shell mode. Select the shell. You'll notice the whole shell selected. I'm gonna just chuck it over, I don't know, maybe here, whatever. Right click and hold, choose object mode. Press 6. If you do not see your texture still, make sure this is unchecked. Now you notice it's still stretching. Right? If I press 3, it does this. Right? So I'm going to fix all of that. But before I even do that, right, what I want to do is here, select shell mode. No, select in UV mode. See this? I'll grab all of that. Why is this so dark? It's not dark like this when I open it as a default file.